Have you ever used any cloud service? How about having your own? My name is Leo, and today I'm going to show you how to do it. For this video, I'm going to use my Raspberry Pi 3, one microSD card for the operating system, one USB stick, but you can choose any storage device that you want, one keyboard, and my TV as a monitor. So, let's get to it. The first thing we're going to do is head to dietpi.com to download the operating system. We scroll down the page, select Raspberry Pi, and since the 64-bit is on beta phase, we are going to download the 32. After that, we are going to download Etcher on that website. Make sure to select the version that's compatible with your OS system. Once the download is finished, we're going to install the Etcher. And before opening the file, we need to do first the decompression of the operating system we downloaded on dietpi. Now we are going to select the decompressed file as an image, and note that the SD card is already selected. We just click flash, wait for it, and once it is done, we are going to head to our Raspberry Pi for the installation. When you start your Raspberry Pi with dietpi for the first time, you have to type in the login user, which is root, and the password is dietpi. Now I'm going to change my keyboard layout. I'm doing this because on my Wi-Fi password I have special characters, so it's easier for me if I use my US keyboard layout. Just leave the default values, you can choose any city you want to, and click OK. Now we are going to set up our Wi-Fi connection. First, we turn on our onboard Wi-Fi, and then we are going to turn on the Wi-Fi modules. It will not connect because we don't have any network registered, and also it requires a reboot for that to work. We are going to scan our network and type in our password. Again, as I said before, it will not work because the onboard Wi-Fi needs to be rebooted for it to work. Select back, then select exit, then select exit. Type reboot, and the device will restart, and once it starts, it will download all remaining packages from dietpi repository. Go to Software Optimized, scroll down all the way to Owncloud, number 47, click OK and select the last option, Install, and then select OK. This process will take approximately 30 minutes, so go grab a coffee. Don't forget to insert your USB stick in your Raspberry Pi. Open Windows PowerShell and SSH into your Raspberry Pi using the root account. The password again is DietPi. Now we're going to check if the USB stick is properly inserted. So there you go, you have the SDA. Now we are going to format the disk. Format/dev/SDA. We type D to delete any partitions, N to create a new one, and we just go ahead with the defaults. Now we're going to make file system ext4/dev/sda1. Now we're going to add this partition to the fstab file. But first, actually, we need to create our directory that it will be mounted. So in this case I will create the directory called Nimbus. Make dir Nimbus. Then I'm going to echo /dev/sda1/Nimbus ext4 defaults 00 and append that line to the fstab file. After that I'm going to change ownership to www-data:/www-data on Nimbus. There's a wrong letter here. Now I'm going to change permissions. And we need to remove this file in order for it to work as well. Now we have to create our database using MySQL. So MySQL-u-root-p .py without space. Create database on cloud. Then we're going to create our administrative user that we call Nimbus_admin at localhost, identified by the password. That's a good one. Now we're going to grant all permissions, all privileges on our Owncloud to this administrative user. Now we're going to flush our privileges. And that's it. We finished that part on our Raspberry Pi. Now we're going to head to our browser. We're going to type out the IP address of our Raspberry Pi /Owncloud. The first user we are going to create will be the administrator. The password can be any of your choosing. The data folder is a Nimbus folder we created. The database user is the Nimbus_admin. Database will be Owncloud and localhost. Once the setup finishes, the login screen will pop up. You just type in your credentials you just created, and that's it. You have your Owncloud installed on your Raspberry Pi. It pretty much works as any cloud service you might have worked with. You can create user groups and share files straight from your cloud. I hope you guys have liked this. And that's it. See you next time.